What no one talks about when it comes to the healing journey is where you are in your healing journey will determine who you attract into your life. It's not about consciously choosing. There is no such thing because your energy will dictate who will come into your life. Stay tuned and I'll explain. So people often talk about cutting out toxic people. I'm all here for that, 100%. But what no one really talks about is that you can have amazing people in your life who are good people, you've got shared history with them, you love spending time with them, it feels good, it's comfortable, and there's nothing toxic about it actually. But those connections are still rooted and founded on a mutual trauma, and they're actually trauma-based connections. And it's very difficult to grow beyond what they represent when you're still in them. So this can be your best friend. This can be someone who feels like a family to you, but they are still trauma-based connections. And what will happen is it's when you start to heal, that foundation gets shook, it gets shaken, it gets stirred, and all of a sudden you start seeing the foundation. It doesn't mean you have to cut those people out of your life, but it may mean that you temporarily need to distance yourself whilst you're rooting into your own healing, because otherwise it can be difficult to catapult yourself into a forward momentum of growth that you actually need space to do. But when you are constantly in an environment around people who are operating the same kind of trauma history as you, that energy rubs off on you big time, right? And so even if you put yourself in a new environment, your energy is still the same. So guess what kind of people you're going to attract? The same kind of people. The same trauma-based connections. This is something that I noticed when I literally moved country and I was put into a new environment. But what did I notice? That a lot of the people that I connected with, they were the same trauma as me. New trauma-based connections, right? And sometimes it takes a while to realize this. And when it clicks, you go, this is not what I want for my future. I want connections that are based on vision, based on shared values and beliefs. You can still be friends with those people. It's not the best foundation for a friendship unless you're literally growing at the same pace, which is very difficult. I mean, that will happen very rarely, especially if you're someone who's really growing fast. It's going to probably not happen that way, right? And that's okay. But you really want to be conscious about who you want in your inner circle. Do you want trauma-based connections? Or do you want connections that are actually based on wholeness, having shared values and beliefs and outlooks on life and shared visions and having things in common without the root of it being trauma? It's heavy to have that. That doesn't have to be the base of your friendships. Your energy, literally, even if you are removed from that environment, will still vibrate at that frequency. So pay attention to the people you attract into your life because they will tell you where you are at in your healing journey. Pay attention. And when you realize that they're still coming from wounding, then you know it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. So the goal here is to root yourself in connections that honor the truth of your being, your authenticity, the healed version of you, what you want to bring into your life, where you're going, your future, your vision, your values, and honoring who you're becoming. That is your number one job now. Honoring your healing, honoring who you've become and who you are becoming in this season. Not to stay out of loyalty around people who maybe are just not vibing with you any longer, right? And or maybe they'll just take a backseat. Things can shift and rearrange massively when you heal and grow. And what can even happen, which I know has happened for me, is that you'll reconnect with people maybe you haven't been in touch with for ages, who are actually much more aligned with your vision, your values, your beliefs, your outlook on the world. And that will feel so much more fulfilling and complete because you can be seen in your wholeness with those people, right? And suddenly it's like a homecoming. Your cells are just dancing from joy. And that is beautiful. Don't hold yourself back from experiencing that beautiful shift just because of loyalty. Your loyalty, first and foremost, has to be to your own journey, your own healing, your own expansion, because you were created to thrive and to be true to who you really are. And anyone who aligns with that will stick around. And if they don't, then you have all the answers that you need. Choose yourself first, choose your growth, and then watch your environment change around you like magic, because your vibe really does attract your tribe. But first, you need to choose yourself, because otherwise your vibe has no chance of ever leveling up to a new frequency, to a new level of being. That is how you change your vibe and your tribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well to make sure you stay up to date every single time a new video drops, and to support the channel. Videos on personal growth and spirituality, creativity, and valuable truth bombs. I'm Hege, helping you step boldly into your truth and calling and to reclaim your power. Till next time.